up, everybody? So today we're diving into the catastrophic failure that is Concord. Launching on August 23rd, 2024, this PlayStation hero shooter was expected to be a big hit. It was shut down 12 days later. From poor player engagement to harsh reviews, Concord's decline was swift and severe. Players who owned the game were desperately trying to earn the elusive platinum trophy by repeatedly throwing themselves off the map, in-game of course, or the servers went dark. As of today, the game is officially offline. What exactly went wrong? Was it the gameplay, the marketing, or the awful character designs? We'll do our best to break down the factors that led to Concord's rapid downfall and take a look at the responses to this failure. Next, we'll discuss an insightful interview with Phil Spencer where he reflects on several games he didn't expect to succeed, which ultimately performed exceptionally well. This candid moment helps to restore his image amidst the recent challenges Xbox has faced, including backtracking on Xbox's exclusive strategy, unexpected studio closures, increasing Game Pass prices, amongst a plethora of other issues plaguing the company at the moment. Lastly, in more positive news, there are rumors that Santa Monica Studios may be working on not just one, but 3 new games. In a move that feels unintentional, Albertina Chu, a senior manager at Santa Monica Studios, revealed this information on her LinkedIn page. We'll definitely dive into this exciting development as well. That's what we're talking about today, with a little more sprinkled throughout, and I'm joined by the brightest minds on YouTube to give their expert analysis. Welcome to the Casual Consumer live stream. Hey.
Hey. Always a good time. Always a good time when you use the words catastrophic failure in an intro video.
I mean, it's
gotta be good. It's a very strong word, that is.
An epic catastrophic failure.
Oh yeah. Oh.
One for Guinness.
Great intro as well.
Probably.
It was a great intro.
Scotty.
Thank you so much. Like, I was hooked. I was like, ooh. And then I was like, oh, wait, I'm on the show.
Yes. It's like, can't get too distracted. But what's up, everybody? Welcome back. Freaking, we've got Knossig Indie Boss. We've got Gamer Geek. Lawrence Kennedy is what I was about to say.
It's okay. We can go with that. Lawrence Leon Kennedy.
Oh my gosh. Leon Kennedy makes her week, and we've got Scotty Boozy from the GB in the house.
Yeah.
We've got a great show planned for today. Not only we're going to talk about Concord and some of the responses to Concord, which have been kind of, I don't want to say they're dumb, because I don't like calling people dumb, but they are just not helpful. It seems like they are more about corporations than the customers. You'll see what I mean. I'll bring it up for you. And then next we're going to be talking about Phil Spencer, and he had an interview on PAX. It was called Storytime with Phil. He went through a bunch of stuff, but the thing we're going to be talking about today is his inability to pick or to notice when a game is going to be really good. Right? He just doesn't. I don't think he has that ability, right? Or he'd be working at Sony. And then lastly,
there's another shot. There's another shot. Told you guys every week there's an Xbox shot.
I am so sorry, Scotty.
No, it's fine. It's all good.
Then
well,
lastly,
it's not like we're creating the stories. We're just these are unforced errors a lot of times.
I mean,
we're just spitting facts, Scotty.
That was on the fly too. I'm sorry, Scotty.
That was good. No, that was actually good.
It was a good one. I almost yelled burn.
We should do a thing, right? When Fox does an Xbox shot, have a buzzer that says Xbox shot or something like that.
Or just like the little Kelso meme from That 70s Show.
Yes.
Burn! I don't know if anybody remembers that show.
No, I do.
Or The
That's
Office
why I
too. Like,
okay, I figured you would.
Right on. Lastly, we're going to talk about that Santa Monica might have 3 games in the tank right now. So we have no idea. Could be I know one of them probably for sure maybe is God of War, but the other 2 I have no idea. Could be spinoffs, could be brand new titles. So we don't know. So we'll get into all of that. Before we do, let's see if this works. RIP to anyone listening. But like, share, and subscribe really helps us out, and definitely go visit our panel members on their YouTubes, on their Twitches, on their Twitters. Very, very good stuff. Okay. That's out of the way. How's everybody doing this morning? Yeah.
Pretty good.
I'm looking forward to the show. Definitely.
Yeah. We missed you last week. You know,
I appreciate
how are you
that.
feeling?
I apologize for being gone. I feel a lot better. Not really sore anymore. I have some little twinges and stuff, but you know, it was like a laparoscopic procedure, so nothing big.
Gotcha. Okay.
And you know, I just, on that note, like, my mom was very bury your head in the sand. Yeah. And so I lost her when I was 19, and could have had her had she not been too scared to go to the doctor or follow up with the doctor. So to all of our audience, you know, make sure you're doing checkups, make sure you're going, just do preventative stuff. I had a battle buddy in the Army who wasn't getting the proper care and ended up with stage 4 lung cancer.
Jeez.
So had the doctors just done what they were supposed to do, you got to fight for yourself too, you know. But she actually right now is cancer free, which is amazing to me. You know. And right so you know, that was another one, because she's younger than I am, you know.
From stage 4.
And from stage 4.
Wow.
I know.
Good for her. That's awesome.
I was praying hard, so were a lot of other people, but just do normal checkups, you know. Like, I feel like I'm 20 but I'm in my 40s, you know. There's stuff you've got to do when you're that age. And you know, I want everybody to be safe. Don't be afraid to go to the doctor. Just go do things and make sure that you're around for your families, guys.
100%.
And these video games that we get to play or watch fail.
Yes. Right on. All right, Scotty, coming off of the vacation. How are you doing this morning?
I'm good, man. I'm good. I'm looking forward to this Concord discussion.
Yes.
You guys are going to tell me what's been happening. I haven't really been following it, but you're going to tell me everything.
A whole lot of nothing.
I mean,
a whole lot.
It's not making any noise anymore. That's for sure. Goodness gracious. All right, Nos, how are you doing this morning? You know,
I was like, oh man, I'm so freaking tired. I got my coffee, and then we started chatting, and I'm like woken back up now. So I'm good. I'm great. I'm looking forward to this. Played a really, really fun game last night. And I'm in a good mood.
Right on.
And that game looked awesome. Everybody go to Nossig's page, check out the YouTube replay. That was so cool.
It'll be on Twitch for that. It'll be on YouTube eventually. I just have to edit it and take out, because I was a little in the little half in the bag when I was playing it. So there's a lot of rambling about nonsense at the very beginning.
We had the same mind yesterday, for sure.
What were you playing?
Oh, I wasn't playing anything. I was half in the bag though.
Okay.
I enjoyed watching you play last week, Fox.
It's a really fun game.
I was watching. I was like, oh my gosh, I need it.
And then what's the 40K? 40
Space Marine 2.
Yes, dude, that looks so good. So that's I don't know how I'm gonna do this, because every time I want to play a video game, I feel like I have to stream it. I can't just get up here and play it. I think what I'm gonna do is just bite the bullet. I'm gonna finish out Black Myth Wukong, and then start on Space Marine 2 whenever it releases, if it's not already out.
That'll be awesome.
Just do it. You don't have to schedule a stream. That's literally what I said yesterday. I'm like, I really want to play this game, but I don't want to wait until Wednesday to do it. So screw it. We're just doing it now.
Right on.
Yeah.
Right on.
I don't normally see you on Fridays, so I was just like, I saw the alert. I happened to be paying attention and like saw the alert pop up on my phone, and I yelled "Nos!" and everybody around me
saw the alert and it said "F it Friday. Let's do this."
It did, and
it's
I was
like
just
so
like,
perfect. It's
done.
perfect.
So I was there. It was great.
I think you're the only one with a streaming schedule, dude.
Who?
Nos?
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah, but I don't always adhere to it.
So scratch everything I just said.
It's weird. I've been trying to figure out because I feel like Friday's a good day to do something. And
I think this Epic Friday is a good thing. You should definitely make a thing of it.
Play whatever the hell I feel like.
Yes.
Yeah, whatever's on my mind. Yeah, you know what? Maybe I will do that. Thank you guys.
You're more than welcome, sir. So we've got a few trailers that we want to get into. One's coming specific from Nos. We're going to save the best for the last. But this first one, I think you'll still like, Nos. It is a should I? Okay, it's called Core Breaker. If you guys haven't heard of it.
Oh, yeah. I've heard
upcoming fast-paced action platformer with a roguelike element, developed by Aquadian, and published by Astrolabe Games. You're Nova, a robot designed to awaken when humanity is on the brink of extinction due to machines. So,
you're the Terminator.
What did you say?
So it's like Terminator.
Maybe. Right on. It's like humans take him over and then send him back in time to save John Connor.
Yeah.
Not the third one though. We don't talk about that.
There's only two.
Exactly.
There's only two.
There's only two Terminators. Just like there's only two Predator movies.
Right away.
Yeah.
I was so excited when the third one came out. Went to the theaters, and I was so mad when I left.
I'm sorry.
That James Cameron almost got a strongly worded email from me. Like, what were you thinking?
Okay, did you see Predators?
He wasn't directing that, did he?
Was it?
Sorry, Fox.
I want to say Predator or Predators. The one where they had this genetically enhanced predator. Did you see that one? It was probably the worst of the bunch.
Oh, definitely the first one then. Okay.
The Predator is classic.
Yeah.
So good.
Those first few were amazing. I remember being terrified.
Yeah, the first 1 and 2 were great. In unpopular opinion, I do like the Predator versus Aliens movies. I know. Sorry.
No, I actually liked them too. I was just like, this is interesting.
Yeah.
It's a neat concept, but I've never seen a Predator movie.
Oh, right on. The first one with Arnold Schwarzenegger in his prime.
Yeah.
That's the one to see.
My favorite, no spoilers, is just it was a total army thing for me when he gets in the mud and like puts it all over himself and then just pops up.
Oh yeah, it was just an army thing, right, GG?
Yeah. And it was a military thing. Definitely.
Right.
And,
Friday night in the military,
off base. Army because I was in the army. But we actually had, when we were learning hand-to-hand combat, we had our drill sergeant was walking back and forth on this sand pit, basically, and then out. I mean, like 20 minutes later, out pops this huge drill sergeant out of the sand and like attacks her, and they like demonstrate this hand-to-hand thing, and I was like, all I thought was Predator.
Oh, that is cool.
Yeah, and he'd had a gas mask on so he could breathe under the sand. Like there was no clue that he was there. She was even walking over him and everything, and I was like, dang,
that's pretty dope.
Holy crap!
I like that.
Yeah.
It's on Disney, Nos, if you want to watch it, because I only watched Predator recently for the first time. To be fair, I watched it on Disney.
Right on.
I know Disney. I know.
Yeah, I will honestly never be a Disney Plus subscriber, but
Disney has teamed up with Hulu though, because they've got a lot more stuff.
Because it's the only part of their business that's making money.
Truth. This is not Disney Plus. Good,
no.
In the concept,
Nos.
Yeah,
for real.
In the concept is it was just super easy. They could have just stayed like as they were and just put their stuff on Netflix. But if you got to create a streaming service, like just put all the classics on there and just rake in the dough. That's all you had to do. Yeah. But no, they couldn't leave well enough alone. They couldn't.
Them and Warner Brothers, same thing.
Oh God, Warner Brothers.
But I mean, this was expected to happen though. There were going to be some streaming services that failed.
Yeah,
there's only going to be a few that ever succeeded.
Oh yeah,
100%.
And that's why
some can't stand on their own.
Exactly.
Unfortunately, like Paramount, I can't see that lasting on its own. HBO possibly.
Actually, Paramount's been in. Paramount
Skydance, aren't they buying them?
Yeah, well,
yeah.
They've been in debt for a really long time. I don't remember if it was the daughter of whoever owned it or something that took it over, but it was a woman. And
Redmond something. Oh, what was her name?
Yeah, and she was just like, it's basically like they're losing money hand over fist.
Yes.
So, like, and I mean, it's
please. Go ahead,
yeah, it's a cool service and everything. I like it because I don't have cable. But I definitely see how they're having so much trouble because I don't think that they have the capital for all the things they were doing. Yeah,
100%. A lot of these people thought the IPs were more popular than they actually were, and they're finding out now it's like they can't carry your streaming service. Unfortunately, some of them are really great, you know.
Well, there's also what's happened with the IPs since the streaming war started, right? A lot of them have lost value because they've been poorly managed.
The sequels and prequels and all this, and trying to humanize
if you
villains.
Think about like Marvel Phase 4 and Disney Star Wars. If those had actually been written competently, do you think Disney Plus would be having the same problems they're having now?
Absolutely not. Because I mean, it's like Ant-Man definitely should not have been like. It's the way that they did him. It's just, I don't know.
Oh, in Quantumania, is it?
Huh?
Oh, Quantumania.
He shouldn't. It shouldn't have been a part like. It's like you're a good support character, but bro. You cannot be. Oh my gosh, dude!
You can't hold your own. Yeah, I know what you mean.
They started getting too big for their britches.
Yeah, they thought that whatever we put out, they'll just eat it up.
Exactly.
As long as it has Avengers on it or Marvel MCU on it, they'll just watch it. And they were.
I think they did good with Captain Marvel. Like I was really obsessed with the first movie. The second one wasn't bad. Everybody gave it a bad rap for the Marvels, but I actually really liked it.
What's that one? Which one?
The Marvels, the second Captain Marvel movie.
Oh, I've seen that one.
And the show that tied into it, with the younger teenage girl, Miss Marvel, was actually really good too. And I was like, I wasn't interested in watching it until after I saw the Marvel, so I went back and watched the TV show after.
Right on.
But I feel like Captain Marvel was like the only launch that was actually pretty decent out of these other characters.
Oh, she had been in a prior, like whenever they moved her into like Phase 5. You know, she had the one movie under her belt already, and she was
sandwiched though in between like two very successful Marvel movies. So
she was, and that first one having Samuel L. Jackson in it was like, of course. That's why I love that man. Like I'll watch anything he's in.
I don't like what they've done with his character since what?
You're mad about Avengers.
The eye. I'm mad about the eye.
I am. Yeah,
he was supposed to be. He was pegged as the guy that's supposed to be no superpowers. He was kind of like the Batman of the MCU, even though that's kind of like Arrow. Not Arrow.
I would definitely say that they pegged his character. That's for sure.
It was pretty funny.
I couldn't resist.
Was it a cat that did it to his eye or something?
Yes, it
some
was
alien cat.
An alien cat.
Yeah.
See, that.
It wasn't as awesome as they made it appear to be, and all the mystery of it.
Right. Up to it. You kept that mystery for so long, and then you break it. Not only do you break it, you do it with something as silly as that. It was like,
ridiculous.
Come on, dude.
Yes. I mean, it made me
especially after like what happened at the end of Winter Soldier, where he uses it to basically win over. I don't remember what his character's name was. Robert Redford. We'll just say at the very end to reveal that his eye is the master key to get in whatever. I don't remember, but it was just such a badass moment. And then you find out, a cat did that. Wow.
That movie was one of my favorite Marvel movies. That one, Winter Soldier.
Yes,
it's so good.
Definitely.
That one had me sucked in hardcore. I was like, oh my gosh, like edge of my seat.
Yeah.
Like just sucked in, and every time I watch it, it's the same. I'm just like,
it's crazy. Like, and that guy Bucky, the Winter Soldier.
Yes.
I think his character was so sick.
So sick.
He's awesome.
Yeah.
It was his turn. Like he was a good guy, then all of a sudden he's a bad guy. I like those turns. I'm just like,
The dude, like, especially he was, like, oh, go for it. Sorry, Knoss.
Oh, no, sorry. Like in that movie, he's not a bad guy by choice,
right?
Either.
Yeah. And mind controlled.
Wasn't
it the Ruskies or the Germans? I can't remember.
It was the Germans.
Right on.
Because it was during World War II.
Gotcha. Oh yeah, because they put
he got taken. So.
Right on. Okay.
But it was eventually the Russians because he had a red star on his arm, didn't he?
I want to say yeah.
Yeah, but that's like a comic book thing. So yeah.
Oh, either way.
All right. Well,
good movie.
Should we get into the trailers? I did like that tangent though. That was pretty good.
Sorry.
No, it's all right.
Sure.
All right. So first one, Codebreaker. Let's get into it.
Heck yeah.
Interesting. At first I thought, you know what, this reminds me of Ravita, but this is a lot more hand-to-hand.
I'm getting like Streets of Rage soundtrack vibes.
Right, that's what I was just thinking.
Ooh, you got goosebumps. That's electric guitar.
This looks awesome.
This looks like a ton of fun.
Yes. So we'll be watching you play it soon, right?
Yeah, you know what? Sure.
I'm there for that. Oh man, even I want to play that.
Wow. Like, no lie, I'm getting goosebumps from that electric guitar. That was
right.
That was just wild.
The music was on point. So was the gameplay. Like that had me sucked in. I was like,
everything about that one was freaking good.
That is a good trailer.
Heck yeah.
All right, let's get off of this. Let's restart that.
Marketing team, you did great. I'm hooked.
Fantastic. But
so Nas, when you playing it?
Yes.
I'm actually looking up the Steam page right now.
Yes.
I can't get enough of these kinds of games.
Yeah. Bring okay.
I love platformers and stuff like this.
So I mean, first impressions. First off, what do you think about this? I do like the 8-bit look, but the graphics look so good.
That's what got me real.
Yeah,
I was like, this is like, you know, childhood coming back in a really awesome way.
Yeah,
like,
they're bringing it back like crazy.
Yeah. Oh,
but yeah.
Chills.
So, Scotty, you like the soundtrack?
Yeah, it was just like, I just got Streets of Rage vibes. I think you hit the nail on the head, the classic 80s electric guitar type of vibe. I'm just watching the gameplay. I'm just hearing the music, and I'm just getting psyched out. I'm just like,
I'm big on music. Like I feel that stuff in my soul.
Yeah.
I got my first guitar when I was 6 for Christmas, so it was awesome. And my brother is a drummer and still in bands and stuff, and so I love it. Like drums and good guitar riffs will get me every time.
Oh yeah, music is tremendously important.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Oh yeah.
If I'm playing a game that's got like fun gameplay and the music is missing, it's just like, okay, when there's no music, I'm thinking something's about to happen.
Yeah.
Right? And if the whole game's like that, I start talking to fill the air. It just feels weird, you know. Who is the developer for this?
I want to say Quadian.
Quadian. Okay.
Yeah, it does look really good. I get like Super Metroid vibes from this as well.
Oh, dude, yeah.
Yeah,
that looks really good. I mean, like, I imagine there's probably special moves. We're seeing now uppercuts, shooting, dashing.
The weapons. It's a lot of variety.
Yeah, the weapons, earthquake. Like, look, that's crazy. So when is it out? Did it say?
I don't think it's let's see, sometime in 2024. I think it's yet to be announced.
Well, I got 3 months.
That's it. It's only in 3 months.
Yeah. All I know is that was awesome, and like I'm ready to go out and be like, where is it? Yeah. It's awesome.
Yeah. Right on. Oh,
yeah. It's got me hooked. That preview just got me.
So did it have a release date?
I'm honestly just having trouble finding it because I wasn't paying attention to the developer name on here. What's it called?
It's
Codebreaker.
Yeah,
Codebreaker.
It's a AQ.
That's how good the trailer was. That's how good it was.
AQA. What? AQUA.
Hang on, I found it. Okay, there it is.
Sorry.
There it is.
I've been slacking, but it just popped in my head because ADHD and squirrels.
Yes.
Has MK1 come up with a preview for their new expansion that they're about to have?
I haven't seen anything. Anything around.
Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, Mortal Kombat 1 has a new expansion coming.
Is it Chaos Realm? Chaos something like that? Something Chaos something?
Really? Right on.
Yeah, I saw something with Sector.
Yes.
But I don't know if that was the actual trailer for the DLC.
Well, I know that they're bringing. I know they're bringing some of the characters back, which was one of the things I didn't like about Mortal Kombat 1. I love the game. I love the concept. But I was really like, where is everybody? You know?
Oh yeah, that's true.
And it looks like it looks like they were like, well, we're saving it for part 2.
Yeah, you mean like Noob Saibot and you need Noob Saibot. You need Noob Saibot.
Gotta have I love Noob
Saibot. Well, hold on. Sorry, you guys are Mortal Kombat heads as well. I knew Gigi was.
Yeah, been playing it since I was a kid. Oh yeah.
Oh,
I know.
I'm not.
Sorry.
I found one of those. It's not an adult arcade that I found the other day because like kids are actually allowed. And not just like on certain days and certain hours.
That's kind of like, what are you doing in this arcade that kids aren't allowed in it?
I know, right? But I saw, I looked at their arcade list, and it had Mortal Kombat 1, it had Mortal Kombat 2, 3, all that in the arcade, and I was just like, I'm going to this place soon.
Yeah.
You know? But yeah, we have some adult arcades that are like, it's like, here, you can come and get drunk and play arcade games.
Okay. And, that makes more sense. It was less.
Yeah, and so they're like,
Dave and Buster's?
Kind of like,
no. I mean, kind of like that, but it's like an old school arcade.
That's so cool.
But yeah.
That's so cool.
So I was just like, this is awesome. Like, I was looking at their game list, and I was just like, oh, like, even the pinball machines, like the Terminator 2 one and all that. Like, I was just like, yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Right on. Yeah. Shall we get into another trailer?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Before that, though, there's no release date on Codebreaker. But yeah.
TBA.
Well, hopefully soon.
Yeah.
It looks awesome, and even I want to play it.
Right on.
Yeah. No, it does look really freaking good. They price it right. That's day one.
Yeah. I'll be breaking out the gaming laptop, talking about, I need this.
That could be the game we all play.
It
if you
could
guys
be.
wanted to do that. Yeah.
We could just do the 3 screens or the 3 extra screens like we do now and have our gameplay up.
Oh. Yeah.
Oh, that'd be tricky.
It would be tricky, but it'd be kind of cool too.
I'm thinking of that.
Or we could do like a compilation like on each of our channels and then just scooch it over to the other channels.
Edit it all together. Yeah.
I think
we can make that work. That's actually.
Can we use Steam? Is that a thing?
I don't know. We'll have to figure this out. We have to figure out how we're gonna do this.
Yeah.
But I kind of like the idea. I mean, we could just all play it individually and then just edit it together.
Ooh.
Well, I feel like if we got on Discord and did like a party chat while we're all playing and record it, it'd be kind of cool.
Yeah, it would give me a reason to use Discord.
We can use whatever, so we can all talk, and I think it'd be kind of fun for like us to have our own commentary and then mash it up with the videos and then put them on everybody's channel.
Right on. I got a feeling this one's gonna kick my butt. You guys are probably gonna be on level 2 while I'm stuck on level 1 boss. It's like, come on.
It's all right. We'll help you out.
That's not true. You know, if anybody's gonna get stuck, it's gonna be me, and I'm gonna be like, Beerus, I'm calling. I need you to help.
He's got you. Beerus or John DBZ, they got it.
I'm telling you.
Oh yeah.
Beerus is my BFF, man. And if it's anything game related like that, I can call him and get the info.
So watch for that chat. Something's gonna come at some point somehow. We'll figure it out.
Yeah.
Gosh, that sounds like a song. This next one, Trench Tales. Trench Tales is an upcoming story-driven third-person action game set in a dark alternative world, inspired by the aesthetics. Gosh, my words. Of World War I and World War II.
Ooh.
And this was developed by Talking Drums and published by Vertivo. The game immerses players in the wartime realm of Verdun, where they must navigate haunting Gothic landscapes and battle fallen soldiers to uncover the mysteries of this realm. This one,
that sounds interesting.
Judging by the way this looks, it looks fantastic. Let's get over to it real quick.
Yeah.
Okay, they got a flamethrower. I'm down.
And a shotgun? Yeah.
Oh, that looks awesome. Yeah. I love when games do attention to detail like that.
Oh, yeah. Oh, bullet time.
This is Sparta.
Yeah. There's like some slow-mo Max Payne movement there.
Oh man, I missed that game.
Oh, it's such a good game.
Are they?
Oh yeah.
Nice. I saw the graphics are real. I saw the Lollipop Chainsaw preview for the remake that they made. Yes. Oh, this looks so awesome, guys.
Oh, do you know what? Fox, have you ever played The Order? Do you remember that game?
Oh, 1776, whatever.
Yeah. This reminds you of it.
It's bothering me a little bit that this guy never. Oh, what's that?
Oh,
sorry. It's bothering me that this guy is never going behind cover for anything.
No kidding. It's like, dude, what were you thinking?
He obviously has a bulletproof invisible shield around him, Knoss. Come on.
Of course.
Real man, was that a pink iPhone? Sorry, I got to
probably.
I'm gonna need that because it's light pink.
The screenshots look really cool.
Yeah.
So awesome.
So what do you think? So I guess this one's specifically for you, GG, since you're the horror game aficionado.
Yeah.
Did the atmosphere grab you? Did it feel like it was like he's set in a scary environment?
To me, like, I mean, obviously wartime is scary.
Yes, I mean,
yeah. So like, but yeah, it definitely feels like I'm this bad mama jama hero, and it looks like it's scary. Like I'm waiting for something creepy to come out. Like, but
the thing that like takes a little bit away from the atmosphere for me is, man looks like, one, he's a bullet sponge, and two, he's got like limitless ammo, you know.
Yeah. which I'm sure in game it's not like that, but Yeah, he definitely. Anybody that's been in the military or played a lot of military games knows, like, you know, you're not walking in the middle of the alone.
No,
like he is in the forest right
I'm
there.
up, they see me, I'm down. That's what it is.
Yeah, like it's free. Like even I want to duck behind something for him.
I know.
You know. So that part I'm not really liking, but yeah, it looks like it would.
Okay.
I'll probably scream at least once or twice every session I play.
You remember when, I want to say it was IGN, they came out with their tutorial of Cuphead?
Oh God.
Yeah.
Is this like, this feels like it's kind of the same thing. Like this guy who's like,
for anybody that for anybody that doesn't know, they failed the tutorial mission.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. I can't jump over this thing.
Oh,
yeah, man.
God.
Yeah, it's hard. Gaming is hard, dude. But to be fair, Cuphead is freaking tough, dude. That was tough.
It kind of is, but it's fun.
Yeah,
and it's got great music.
Yes.
My
nephew, it's like right out of the 30s, dude. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
My nephew is like a game savant. Like I swear, and it's like he can pick up any game and like beat it like within the night, and do it flawlessly. Like if he would make videos or stream or something like that, I know he'd become popular. Because I mean, it's like
why doesn't he?
Yet to find. I don't know. I
Tell
guess
him he's got to get on that.
Yeah.
How did he handle Cuphead?
I'll have to ask him about that, but I don't know if he's played it or not. He probably has, but like Elden Ring or whatever, whichever one was like really hard that everybody was like, oh my gosh, we can't beat these bosses. You know,
just Elden Ring.
Like
Elden Ring is.
Yeah, he was just like, oh yeah, I beat that last night. I'm like, wait, what? You know, like,
did he only have it for a day?
One streamer that
he can beat games within a night.
Dude,
is he that one streamer called I Can Solo Her or whatever, who's just basically plays all these games with a pot on his head? And
no, he doesn't stream. He should, but it was awesome. Like I was talking to him and I'm like, did you get such and such? And he'll just like ramble off this stuff and I'm like, there's no way like I could do that. And I've seen him play these games and been like just amazed. And I remember he was like I think like 8 or whatever, and we're playing Injustice.
Nice.
And he was like, can I try? And I was like, yeah. And I mean, he slaughtered me. And then he played my brother and he slaughtered my brother. And I was like, I'm done with you.
Nice.
Like, because I grew up playing Mortal Kombat and everything else. And we've played more. I won't even play Mortal Kombat with him. So I'm like, I don't want you to ruin that game for me.
That's how playing like sports games with my cousin was like, oh my gosh.
But you got to play against people like that sometimes, though. Because
I mean, if I was a gambler, I'd be like, hey, I got this player. You wanna?
Oh yeah. Oh, he's new to games.
Yeah.
I know, right?
I'd make it fun. Yeah. It's so funny, but yeah, he's one of those that he can just pick up anything, and he's so chill too.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
Oh man, that was hard. I died, and then just right back into it, and suddenly he's just like, "Oh, I found my mistake." Like, I'm like, "Oh, dude, come on." He's awesome.
All right, let's move it right along. Oh, this one, Gigi, I had you specifically in mind for this. So this is Broken Lore Unfollow. It's the game is a first-person psychological horror experience developed by Serafini Productions. It delves into the dark impact of social media on mental health through the story of Anne, a victim of bullying who finds herself trapped in a surreal nightmare. This one, and we missed you for what was the one? The train conductor who had to shoot his way out of.
Yeah. Hang on, I wish was
trauma.
That. Hold on, let me see.
Right?
The train driver, was it just called Train Driver or something?
Hang on.
Oh my gosh.
Post-trauma.
Post-trauma, yes. Had you in mind for that one too. But we've got another one this week, so we'll make up for lost time.
Okay, awesome.
Let's check this one out, and then we'll get to Knossig right after this.
Oh, I'm already there. Oh yes. Oh yes. Creep Factory. And they're creepy dolls. Oh, yes. The graphics are great. It looks like it's got some of the lore.
I like that. I like seeing games set in countries I'm not familiar with lore I'm not familiar with.
Yeah. I like to look it up and learn more about it. Oh my gosh. Okay. Is that coming to PS5?
Oh,
that one right there was Resident Evil Pure right there with a little skull. Yes.
Oh, god dang it. I can't
Well,
not miss these. Good night.
There's a demo.
Yeah.
There's a demo on Steam.
Right on.
You got corn? What is that?
Yeah. Remember when we talked about the corn?
There we go.
We can't. No, we can't get busted for that. But here we go. Good night.
Oh my god, the dolls creep me out like no other. So I'm like ready for this. Like,
you remember Puppet Master?
Yes.
Those movies? Oh my.
What's creepier
Orchard, my childhood.
What's creepier though? Dolls or clowns?
Dolls for me.
Dolls.
Well, puppets specifically though.
Yeah, puppets.
Yeah,
puppets creep me out.
Yep.
Okay, so all right.
Clowns don't really get me.
No, me neither. Like the Killer Clowns, the Alien Killer Clowns movie.
Yeah,
that was just funny to me. It wasn't, but I guess it wasn't meant to be scary.
I had an ex that was scared of clowns, so for Christmas I just got like 20 bobblehead clowns. And said, "Here's your present."
Yeah.
The screams were great.
So for some stupid reason, when I was a kid, there was this ugly ass creepy painting of a clown in our basement, in like the darkest part of our basement. I have no idea.
Okay,
no idea what the hell it was doing there. But every single time I had to take my clothes out to do laundry, man, I booked it as fast as I could because I didn't want to be in the same room with that thing.
I get it. It was a 70s clown painting, wasn't it? Like, or
must have been.
I
tried not to look at it too much.
Yeah.
Just tried to run by it.
I found one that I helped my friend probably like a decade ago when his dad passed. We had to go clean out his apartment, and I saw that clown picture and I'm like, can I have that? Not because I'm going to keep it, but because I'm going to put it up and scare my friend. And like,
it's a Halloween decoration.
And I did. It was great because I actually like the apartments I was living in at the time, and she was on the other side of the complex. They had like the slats, so like there was like a lip in between. So I put it at her door and like hung it up on the wall so that when she came home from her night shift, and she was right next to like the little park at the apartment. So of course I'm like hiding there in the dark, and I watch her. I'm trying to be quiet, and I watch her walk up and turn the corner, and I'm like covering my mouth laughing, and all I heard was screams and then breaking glass, and I was like, mission accomplished.
So real quick, what? So a reoccurring nightmare of mine, like we had, you know, upstairs, downstairs, when I was a kid, and I would have reoccurring nightmares that I was trying to escape upstairs, but it was like shaky cam. I couldn't run straight. It was always, and I get to like the top step with my hand, and then this long arm would just drag me back downstairs.
Holy crap! That is messed up.
I was always afraid, because I mean in Texas, at least back when I was growing up, they didn't really have a lot of two-story builds because it's hot here.
Oh yeah,
and hot air.
But East Coast, like, you know, growing up out there, like we had a bunch of 2-3 story houses and stuff like that, and the only thing that really got me with stairways was the ones that have the opening. So like when somebody can reach out and grab your ankles or something.
Yeah.
Oh,
you know what I'm talking about. So that's what gets me. If I see a staircase like that, I'm not happy because I'm waiting for some menace to like grab my ankle and throw me down the stairs and then murder me. So yeah, so that's my thing. But that long creepy arm, that's got me beat.
Yeah, that is legitimately, like, just describing it sounds creepy as hell.
Yeah,
I never got to see his face, and I always kind of like,
isn't that the worst too?
Yeah,
like, when it got me to the dark,
it's all left to your imagination.
Yes. When I got to the dark, it would just start all over again.
Oh my gosh.
Oh,
so
that's horrible.
Yeah.
What do you think it meant?
I have no clue.
It meant that he's scared.
Yeah. Maybe that's what it meant, that I was really afraid of the downstairs, especially at night in the dark. Yeah. There was mysterious, untold, maybe evils down there that, you know. Yeah. I don't know. No clue, man.
I don't know either, but it's like in Home Alone when Kevin was afraid to go down there. In the basement. Like, I think we all kind of had that. I remember at my dad and stepmom's house, like, I was always scared of the basement. Like, my sister's like, you want to go down there and play? And I was like,
What?
Yeah.
Are you a
and
psychopath?
I mean, it wasn't a finished basement or anything like that. It was just, it had wide open space, and they wanted to play with like the Barbie cars and whatever else.
Still though.
And I was just like, no, thank you.
It's like, there are stipulations to this. It has to be well lit.
Yeah.
It's got to have a non-scary color like pink or light blue, like, or
if you want to play somewhere out of the way, let's go to the 3rd floor to my room. Like,
right on. Scotty, do you have any like reoccurring nightmares or anything like that? Well, when you were a kid, what scared you the most when you were a kid?
One thing that comes to mind, this is gonna sound really silly. It wasn't like clowns or dolls or anything like that. But do you remember Mortal Kombat 2?
Yes.
The movie Shao Kahn.
Oh yeah.
So,
yeah.
So my older brother, he's about he's a few years older than me. Like, he was born in the 70s, so that's probably why I know about all these movies and whatnot.
Yeah.
So I went into his room to watch Mortal Kombat at an age where I shouldn't have watched it. Basically. I think I was in like primary school or something like that. I can't remember now. And then I had this image every time I went to bed of my school uniform, like the outline of it, like my shirt, and it reminded me of Shao Kahn's mask and his cape that he had.
Yeah.
And when it was like at night, I used to think he was in the room. Because he killed like Johnny Cage like at the start of the movie, so I'm thinking, oh, this guy's gonna kill me. So I was really silly talking about it. So to feel safe, I used to either put the TV on so there was light, as you said, so I could see it's actually my shirt and not Shao Kahn's cape. Or I go downstairs and turn the lights on and just watch teletext. Like,
there you go.
I don't know. Did you guys have teletext in the States as well?
I don't know.
It's like
unless it was called something different.
Maybe CPAX.
I don't think so.
So it's like
here.
So you press something on the remote and it's.
I think it's kind of like PBS for us. I think. Was it like a kids government type channel?
No, it was basically like a thing you could read. It was like the news, but it was in pixel format, and you can like pick a page and it goes to different pages. So I had like a sports page.
I don't think we had
news
that.
Page.
That's cool.
That actually does sound pretty neat, though. I kind of wish we did have something like that.
Yeah, teletext.
Right on. All right.
You might have it. It just might be called something different.
Maybe. That is certainly a possibility, man. But that was all cartoons. But like you were saying though, you need that chaser afterwards to kind of get you in. Because what was it for me? I can't remember. But I think it was Care Bears or something like that, and it got me primed to go to bed. It's like after seeing something scary, you prime yourself for bedtime, so you don't have nightmares.
I thought because it was so boring.
No,
okay.
you need hugs. In kisses and love when you're being attacked by monsters.
So I was an artist when I was younger, and so I have a really overactive imagination. And when I go to sleep, like things that I've read or watched definitely conjure stuff, even if it was like the day before or something. And my go-to calm my racing heart, get the terror out of me was Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Nice.
Yeah. So that movie like just lived in my VCR. And yeah, so I mean, and I spent a lot of time alone as a kid, home alone. So it was a needed movie. So the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movies were what got me calmed down, especially if I woke up from a nightmare. So
right on.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, I've got the equivalents of teletext, by the way.
Okay.
Oh, yeah?
Have you ever heard of NABTS?
NABTS.
Or Antiope?
I don't think so.
North American Broadcast Teletext Specification.
Nope, I've never seen this, but I have an idea what you're talking about, though.
Yeah.
I see this. BBC CFAX. Yeah. I'm looking at it right now. That's cool. That's
I love
pretty
the
dope.
BBC.
I like that.
Yeah.
Holy.
I'm obsessed with Doctor.
It was like a TV guide, but here. I'm seeing it. Yeah, go ahead. Sorry.
Yeah, no, you're right. It was literally a TV guide. Like, you couldn't watch TV on it, but you basically like read the weather, the news, sports. I think it had like some like games on there as well, I think.
Okay, I know of similar things that we've had.
Very cool.
Yeah, that was my go-to. Nothing's gonna happen to you. It will be fine.
Wow.
Safe haven thing.
Whatever works. Right?
I know, right?
Yeah. I know, of all things, teletext. Like, it's read the news.
That,
though. Someone just got murdered. Oh, great.
I could work against you. Yeah.
Let's turn on the Care Bears. Gotta turn on the Care Bears after that.
Or I used to watch Wacky Races. That was a safe haven as well.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
I know. Like, as far as cartoons go, like when I was little, and I mean like barely remember it little, we had Teddy Ruxpin.
Oh yeah.
And they made this. He was so cool, and I remember my grandparents were the best. Like, they got a Nintendo just for if the grandkids came over. They got a Teddy Ruxpin for me for when I came to visit, and all sorts of stuff. But that was one, and they started making movies out of it. And then Rainbow Parade and Care Bears is what my mom would put on, because I was never a sleeper. And I remember being up for the premiere of the Thriller video. Really little. And I remember thinking it was a scary movie that I had seen. And it wasn't until I was older that I realized, like, this was a music video.
Yeah, it was long enough for a movie. That's for sure.
Yeah.
Good Lord.
And,
great music video.
It was great,
so, like,
but
that was the first horror-like thing I saw. And then after that, my mom had been dating a gentleman that actually owned a video store. And my brother and I were there with the oldest daughter and the other kids, and they wanted to watch Nightmare on Elm Street because they got everything first. So the oldest daughter just held me and kept doing like this during the super scary scenes. But yes, they let me watch it, and I'm like under 5.
Oh, simpler times back then. Simpler times.
So Freddy Krueger has always been one that gets me, and I know at the Ripley's Believe It or Not here, they have one, and I didn't know it.
A Teddy Ruxpin?
And no, a Freddy Krueger.
Oh, a Freddy Krueger what?
I was turned around talking to my sister-in-law and turned around into this Freddy Krueger statue that they had. And I don't think I've moved that fast since a PT test in the Army. Like,
I mean, you might still be asleep right now, Gigi.
Don't. Just don't.
I'm sorry.
I'll cry.
I'm so sorry.
Everybody knows my weakness now. Freddy gets me. Those were my primary nightmares when I was a
kid. If you watch it as a kid, yeah, that's gonna leave some trauma, dude.
Yeah. I think a dream when he finally caught me and stabbed me in the stomach.
Jeez.
And then I didn't die, and I like looked up at him. That's when I stopped having that gripping fear of him, but I'm still freaked out.
Yeah.
For sure.
This is just a dream, truly.
Yeah, because he only appears in the dreams, right? So that's
right.
Yeah.
So basically, every time you sleep, it's like, oh shit.
Well, my brother had.
My bad, Fox. I gotta stop, Fox. Sorry, my bad.
Okay.
My brother had a costume, and he would dress as Freddy and pop up in my room and wake me up in the middle of the night. So that didn't help.
Yeah. No, that's trauma. Trauma.
Evil.
Yeah. Let's get into our last trailer. This one is sent by Nos. Thank you so much, Nos. Let's get into that. It is called what? Exekiller?
Exekiller, I think.
Exekiller. All right. Freaking let's get into
guys.
That.
My screen has frozen, so I'm gonna refresh it. If it pulls me out, I will be right back. I'm sorry.
No worries. No worries. We'll be waiting for you.
Okay.
Yeah, I've got the same issue.
Okay, I thought it was just me.
Oh. What?
It works on YouTube. It's just on the
yeah, on Video Ninja, it's frozen.
Okay, I'm back.
Holy.
I'm unfrozen now that I reload it. Oh no, it's frozen again.
Frozen. You know what? I'm not gonna do anything. I'm just gonna sit here and just. I'm not gonna lie. I'm gonna take a screenshot of this because your face is perfect, and I'm gonna send it to you later, Scotty. Oh, thank you. Oh no.
I'm gonna drop for a second and just come back to see if that fixes it.
Okay.
It did for a second for me, but then it.
All right. One second.
Oh yeah. It wouldn't be. It wouldn't be a.
They've got to mess with us. Yeah, it wouldn't be the casual crew if something didn't happen.
This is true. This is true.
Looks good so far.
All right, Scotty. There you go.
Yeah.
I spoke too soon.
Oh.
Oh, hold on one sec.
I don't have
drum rolls. Oh my gosh.
What you got?
I'm thinking all sorts right now.
Yeah, you got Fox over there looking perfect, like always.
What do you mean? Hold on, wait. Okay.
I don't know what's worse, the left or the right.
Here, hold
The right one's just, you what, mate? And the left one's just, oh my god.
Yeah.
You're having an argument with yourself and somehow losing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is a be right back screen from the gaming. We'll be right back. Give us a second.
Just 1 second, guys. Sorry. in New York. They're very.
Is it New York or is it?
Brooklyn's in New York. Yes.
Yeah, one of
no,
the
I mean,
five
so would Brooklyn have its own accent in comparison to like New Jersey or something? Wait, is New Jersey and
I want to say
New York
they have Brooklyn has a bit of a different accent, like as far as
like New York, Jersey,
it's kind of like the thicker. Oh, Boston! Don't get me started.
Oh yeah, Boston have an accent. Yeah, Boston have an accent. Yeah.
Then there's the Midwest
the
accent.
dag. Go walk the dag.
Yeah.
The Midwestern accents always trip me up because all of the A's sound like
Canadian to me.
Yeah.
And it's just different enough.
Get the bag, eh?
When I would
Minnesota.
Yeah. When I would visit Maryland,
there's no glottal T in the Northern Continental vowel shift.
When I would visit Maryland and Washington D.C., it always got me because they would say Washington. And I'm like,
Washington?
Well, there's no R, and second, it's the W-A-W-O.
Are we live?
Yes.
So.
Sorry.
We are.
We are. Yeah.
Our background chatter about accents, guys. I've lived all over this country, so I have a weird accent.
Sorry. Hold on. There we go. Okay, we're good. Okay. All right, let's get into the the trailer real quick.
Yes. Oh, this is Knoss's trailer, right?
Oh, this is one I found. This is a game I'm very, very interested in.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, let's get to it. Boom. Woo.
In a world where there are no rules, the only law that matters is a loaded gun. Go ahead, make my
Okay, that looks awesome. Oh, you got the Terminator eye.
My job is not about
the far-off future of 1998.
It's about taking the
This looks exactly like 1998.
Money for blood. That's peculiar.
Yeah.
Fallout.
It looks a lot like Tron 2 with those vehicles and stuff.
Sometimes I kill for money. Sometimes I kill
car food.
for justice.
Woo!
Yes.
Yeah.
Last seen somewhere in Jacobstown area.
Okay, I like the music too.
Onto Dishonored as well, somewhat. Ooh, that was smooth.
He's not going anywhere. Bounty hunting is a hell of a business.
I believe it is.
I've seen some awesome indies.
Mm-hmm.
Who are you?
I am
The only problem that I had is that's not a compact sized pistol that he's shooting. It's a full one, so unless he's using some really big bullets, he would not have that much recoil.
Maybe he's weak as shit.
He is shooting one-handed, so maybe that's what it is. I don't know. I always hold a weapon with two hands. So.
Oh,
maybe he has like no upper body strength. I don't know.
It's like
that could be it, or maybe they're making it relative to cyborgs instead of just plain on humans. But I mean, with the moves he was making, he is definitely a cyborg also.
I know. I saw the red eye and I was like, it's the Terminator eye.
Oh shoot!
But yeah, there's like I was watching this trailer and I thought, okay, I'm getting a little bit of Fallout, a little bit of Cyberpunk, a little bit of oh shoot, what's the other game I was thinking of?
BioShock.
It'll come to me. What's that?
BioShock.
A little bit. Like there's just a lot of different elements that seem to.
I know some of the driving kind of gave me a Tron vibe.
Oh yeah.
Maybe Dishonored. Maybe.
Not so much Dishonored. It'll come to me in an hour after we're well and truly finished.
Just type it in the comments.
Yeah, yeah. I'll leave it in the comments below. Be sure to like and subscribe.
I finally remember.
Whoa.
But yeah, this is what developed by Paradark Studio. I'm not familiar with, but they do have like a bunch of other games on their list.
Yeah.
And
Wow.
They're an indie developer. I thought this is amazing. This is, and if you actually check out their Steam page, there's like a 4.5 minute gameplay video on there, which is the first thing I watched before I watched the trailer. So I thought, well, that might be a bit too long to put on here, but yeah, this just, I mean, it shows like the sound of the car, like the actual HUD of the vehicle itself, and it sounds quiet and futuristic and stuff. Like just the atmosphere I thought was amazing.
It's crazy.
Yeah, this looks awesome actually.
Yeah.
I'm not big on first person. I never had it. I feel a little disoriented, but you know.
Oh, he's got it.
I remembered.
Go for it.
Deus Ex.
Ah, okay,
yes.
Okay.
A little bit of that too.
Yeah.
Oh, the Deus Ex? Yeah. Wow.
Square Enix? Yeah. Those guys?
Yeah, Square Enix is how I say it. I don't know.
Yeah, I think were they behind Deus Ex? I think they were. I could be wrong.
I should know this, but I don't.
I had to Google it too.
I think it was IDOS or the original one, but yes, I'm over 18. Yeah, IDOS Montreal.
What are you looking up, Nos?
Every time you go to like, I want to look up this game, it's like, how old are you? I'm like, I'm old enough.
Yeah.
Shut up. I'm past the age where I have to fake my my birth date.
100%. Yeah. It's like you already
IDOS,
know.
Montreal.
Okay, right on. Yeah.
No, this game was really good.
It does look fantastic.
And this was great about speaking to you guys every Saturday, right? It opens my mind because these games I wouldn't know exist unless you guys bring it to the surface.
Right on.
So yeah, you guys are great. I might even get Steam now because this game, the horror game we saw before, nah, I'll leave that for GG. The first game we saw.
Guys.
The first game. What was the first game? The one with the electric guitar,
Core Breaker.
the 80s vibe?
Yeah.
Core Breaker. Like games
Yeah.
like that, I need to get Steam. Like, yeah, I just need to get it.
It looks so awesome. I was like,
Actually,
oh my goodness.
This, looking this up, this is going to be released on PlayStation 5, Xbox Series X, and Xbox Series S.
I will get
This game right here?
Yes.
I will be
Okay,
getting this.
Okay.
It looks too good. It's cyberpunk, but as long as they don't fumble it like CD Projekt Red
over
did,
promise
dude.
and under deliver.
Yeah, I think it'll do great. The aesthetic of this thing is just out of this world. It looks so
like opening
good.
car doors, shooting people.
Yeah.
But there was a scene where he's shooting someone, but then he swiftly moves to the left.
Yeah.
And then he starts getting that person. Oh,
yeah, it's
I like
clean.
this. Looks good.
So clean. Right on. Frickin' A.
Actually, John DBZ in chat said Westworld vibes.
Yes.
Cyberpunk as well. So
yeah,
I could see that too.
Yeah.
Right on.
And Ghost Rider.
For the
Yeah,
win.
Lord Beerus.
Ghost Rider, yeah, I can see that.
Right on.
Wow, that's awesome.
So 2025
good,
sometime is
man.
coming up.
Looks good.
Right
And then
on.
we're gonna go back to 1998 for it.
Yeah.
This is so cool. This is awesome, man. Right on.
Yeah.
I feel like maybe I didn't. Just give me a second. We will get into.
Yeah.
Oh.
We got one more?
No.
Oh, okay.
We're all tapped out, unfortunately. Goodness gracious. What was I doing this whole time?
You were channeling me.
Maybe. No, I'm just
It
kidding.
takes a lot of mental coordination to do this sort of stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Me and my ADHD kick in, and I'm like, la, 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 la.
I wish I could blame it on that. I'm just disorganized, though.
I'm organized chaos is what I like to call it.
Right on. All right. Are we ready to? We got some appetizer articles before we get into the big ones. The first one we're going to talk about is PlayStation 2 has just been inducted into the Japanese Future Technology Heritage. It's really freaking cool just because PlayStation 2 is one of my favorite consoles. I mean, it's one of everybody's favorite consoles, still the top selling console of all time.
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
And
yes, it is.
I really want to take a look at what they said about its induction. But just the honor of this thing being, you know, a part of history. I think the verbiage that they used was changing people's lives, you know.
Yeah, and culture,
yeah. So let's get into that one. Have it up somewhere. There you are. By Games Radar. Okay, the PS2 has been recognized in Japan for its impact on people's lives and culture by becoming the first console to be added to the Future Technology Heritage Registry. This is coming from Games Radar, and this is being pinned by Catherine Lewis. So Japan's National Museum of Nature and Science has added the PlayStation 2 to its Future Technology Heritage Registry, honoring it as a piece of technology that has impacted people's lives. It's notably the first console in a list of 381 iconic items to be selected. In right here, this paragraph here, absolutely love it. But as reported by Japanese publication GameSpark, translated by Automaton, the reasons for the console selection include its ability to play DVDs. It was the first console able to do so, which is cool, in combination with the fact that it was actually cheaper than most DVD players available at the time, which contributed to the making the video format even more popular, which is awesome. On top of that, at the time, it had the most advanced base specs of any other console available, allowing it to produce impressive graphics that included more realistic expressions. Although this isn't listed as an official reason for its selection, it's definitely worth noting that the cultural impact of the PS2 as a result of its sheer popularity too. More than 24 years after its release, it is the best-selling console of all time, which is seriously impressive, especially when you look at all the consoles through the years. PlayStation 4, they tried it, got close, didn't take it out. Oh, and then the Nintendo Switch, it got really close. I mean, it dropped off on sales. The Switch did, but very impressive sales they had. But it took what, from the time span between PlayStation 2 to the Nintendo Switch for a console to reach for those numbers that they got. Yeah, I think it's super duper cool.
Because the PS2 came out in, I believe, at least in the USA, March of 1999.
Okay.
Is it 99?
Is that
right?
I think it was 99 because I think it was out for like a year before Xbox, the original Xbox, which came. Oh no, wait, it was 2000, and then Xbox came out in 2001. Okay, I'm sorry, but it came out in March, and it was just killing it. I remember I actually had gotten a job and had a lady, like I'd gotten a part-time job because I was in the military, and had a lady threaten to come up because it was like back in the day when you had to climb those big ladders and grab things off the shelves, you know. I'm like reaching for this huge computer monitor, and this lady's like, I'm gonna come up there and throw you down. And I was just like, over a PlayStation 2? Like, I'm sorry you didn't plan, right? Like, it's Christmas season, and it's video games, so you're just never gonna find them. Like, you know, you should have started a year ago.
100%, yeah.
And, so.
Right on.
That's actually, I bought a PS2 for myself after I got laid off from a job that I shouldn't have been laid off from.
Yeah.
Because I'm a hard worker, so I was the best performing person on that floor, and they laid me off because I was the newest, which is total BS, but whatever. I engaged in a little reckless retail therapy and went out and bought myself a PS2.
You know, we still get out the PS2 at my brother's and play it.
Right on.
Like to this day. Like,
I don't even know where our PS2 is.
I believe 2 months ago, like it was actually a Guitar Hero night.
Nice.
Yeah.
Oh, I remember that.
Oh, Guitar Hero, that'll never take off.
Exactly.
Never.
Yes, Nos, killing it. So I got a question for you guys. What was the first game you played on PlayStation 2?
NHL 2K5.
Okay, all right, that's solid. That's pretty solid.
I mean, I couldn't tell you my first game. I can tell you my best memories.
Okay.
Metal Gear Solid 2. And You know I'm going to this. And Tekken Tag Tournament.
Right on.
Because Tekken 3 was on the PS1, I think. And that's my favorite fighting game of all time. I think Tekken 3. And then I remember when the PS2 came out, I just wanted Tekken. But obviously it was on the PS1.
Yeah.
And Tekken Tag, I think, was their first Tekken game on PlayStation 2, I believe. But yeah, those two games for me stand out massively.
Yeah.
Like, especially because Metal Gear Solid was, today the game still holds up.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, like, it felt like a movie and it was a PS2 game.
Yep.
Do you know what I mean? And it's like, how has this game been made?
Yeah, you're gonna love my answer.
It was like a movie.
Yeah. Gigi, what was your first?
Actually, it was because I was in the army and in the barracks. The first one that I actually got to play was Madden.
Oh, right on.
Yeah. Another solid one.
Yeah, because I was with all the boys, so
let's give the boys a hand.
That was one, and then Xbox had come out, and I was in a friend's room playing Halo, and realized how sick I get watching
first person view.
Yes, and so yeah, that was horrible. And then I started to realize that video games were going to be harder for me, but luckily I've been able to work through it and get past all that. So.
Right on. But
yeah, Madden was the first PS2 game that I touched, and then I want to say it wasn't what was it, maybe Street Fighter or whatever that came out for it, like around the time it launched, or maybe it was, I think it was Street Racer.
Probably my favorite game for PS2 was Need for Speed Underground 2. I love that game.
That was a great game. I did play that.
Midnight Club for PlayStation. PlayStation 2 was freaking great. But my first game playing on PS2 was Metal Gear Solid 2. That was my first game. And it was it was Christmas, opted in. I didn't sleep for like 2 days. It was great. Fantastic. Dude. Oh, it was it was the
first. I still remember the first line.
I'm sitting here wondering if you guys are gonna like call me on the fact that I said I was gonna play those games and I haven't yet.
It's okay.
No, it's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, no worries.
I did listen to some of the music. The music is great.
Oh, dude.
But I'll do that sometimes. If a game's got really good music, I'll listen to the music first to hype me up for the game, and then I'll play the game and I'll love it.
You will love this series. It's something else. But Fox, do you remember the first sentence on the second Metal Gear Solid? The first sentence. It's something that's just ingrained. I'll never forget it.
Hold on. Wait.
Oh boy.
Well, he was talking to not Ocelot, but
should we give him a timer?
What's his name? No. I'm gonna quit. I'm gonna tap out here in a second. But he was talking to, God dang it, his guy on the other end. I can't remember.
Yeah. I'll give you a clue. He was narrating. He wasn't talking to anyone.
But he was walking in the rain.
Yeah.
On that bridge. He had his jacket on, smoking a cigarette.
But before you see him on the bridge, he says something.
Wait, okay, all right, I give up.
The Hudson River 2 years ago. You don't remember that? That's like the first thing he says. Because David Hayter, he's the voice actor for Snake. And I can't explain it because obviously when you play the first Metal Gear Solid, you hear his voice. And then when you play the game and you just hear him say the Hudson River 2 years ago. Yeah. And then he starts walking in the dark, in the rain. Yeah. And then he talks to Otacon, who's his mate, who I think you're on about. Yeah. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant.
Yeah,
you guys need to play it. If you haven't played it, I strongly recommend it.
100%,
I actually have on my wish list the Master Collection Volume 1, which has the first 3 games and a good amount of bonus content as well. And it's for PS4 and 5, so I've been wanting to get those. So.
Right on. Freaking, and I gotta say, dude, Metal Gear Solid 2 is probably my favorite in the series. Yeah. Metal Gear Solid 3 is a very strong second, but Metal Gear Solid 2.
Between those two. You know what? The third one, because it's the start of everything. I think that's why for me it's just and the soundtrack.
Yeah, Snake Eater. That is a freaking classic. Classic.
I love that song.
A good game. Music makes games for me, but I love music. Like, I'm constantly listening to music, and you know, I need beats, I need lyrics. You know, my music collection is so crazy because it's just a lot of everything, and so good soundtracks for movies and games are a must for me. So
oh yeah. All right, let's move into our next appetizer article. This one is, you know, kind of talking about the success of Black Myth Wukong. Apparently it's sitting at $850 million in gross. Yeah, it's crazy.
Whoa.
It's just silly numbers awesome. It's doing, right?
Those are big numbers.
Huge. Because I mean, what God of War, it got to 800 million, but it took a while, right? It took a while for it to get there. This did it in a matter of months.
Well, like units sold.
It's not that old.
Yeah, it's units worth of so I, you know what? It probably has it in the article how many units it sold up until now. But it's staggering the numbers this thing has, right?
Yeah.
Let's get over to that. So VG Insights Black Myth Wukong tops $850 million in gross revenue on Steam, just Steam, with average playtime of 27 hours. So I was looking at that and it blew me away because I was like, there's only 24 hours in a day.
Yeah.
The average is 27 hours. So that means people are playing way more or, you know, way less to average out to 27 hours. Average, right? So I'm like, who are all these people who aren't going to work, who aren't going to school, who can spend more than a day playing this game? I'm like, dude, this is so nuts.
I mean, if life didn't get in the way, that's something I could easily do. Like, I was looking at something the other day. I want to say it was on Instagram, and it was like the average gamer spends like 8.5 hours playing a week or something like that. I'm like, man, that's my day.
That's what I'm saying, right? Okay, so it says it's been 2 weeks since the launch of Black Myth Wukong. Analysts have now shared more insights into the game's performance. As we previously explained, VG Insights combines data from its blah 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 blah. Game Science itself announced that Black Myth Wukong has sold 10 million copies across all platforms in its first 3 days. This was a while ago. It says VG Insights shared more data on the game. China currently accounts for 76%, so we knew that would be the case, of Black Myth Wukong's sales on Steam, compared to more than 80% at launch. The share of other countries is gradually increasing, with the US in second place, 6% of the total. Huh? Okay, that's crazy. Hong Kong remains third with a 1% share. The game also has an average playtime of 27.3 hours. It's insanity. But yeah, this game came out and did absolute bonkers numbers. Crazy.
That's wild.
Yeah.
In this day and age,
I know.
that's crazy.
It looks amazing too. I haven't been able to get it yet, but oh my gosh.
But wait a minute. I read on Inverse that Black Myth Wukong isn't even that good. Surely they wouldn't lie about that.
100%, right? No.
These numbers must all be fake news.
They have to be. They would have to be. Because I trust them so wholeheartedly.
That's crazy. That's mad. I was actually going to ask you, Fox, is this game worth getting? Because I will get it.
Oh, 100%. Yes.
I was watching Fox play and he made me want to immediately get it.
Oh, yeah.
I was like,
it was the first boss. I think everyone's having difficulties with the first boss, the massive head guy.
Massive head guy. Oh, the blue stone guy. At least
everyone's having difficulties with him.
Oh, he is so hard. Okay, so I started the game. I went straight to that guy. Got my butt kicked like 10 times. And then I went to the boss I was supposed to fight, and I breezed right through him. It's like, oh, this is much easier. I should have started with this. But after I beat he's a wolf, and he has the fire staff. So you beat him, you take his staff, and then I tried to go find the blue giant head guy. He disappeared on me, and I've been trying to find him ever since. I can't find him. Yeah, so maybe that's a glitch in the game, probably. But I'm on.
He knows what's coming. That's what.
Oh yeah, because like
now he knows.
Yeah,
he doesn't want the smoke, man.
Oh, he's got that fire staff. Damn, I better hide.
And
he doesn't want that work.
No.
He's like,
no.
oh, he went and got
Who would have got him?
XP.
Like further on into the game, just a little bit of spoilers. You fight a guy that looks exactly like him, but he's gold, and he's like one of the main bosses. And I whooped that dude's butt. So I know that if I go and fight the blue guy, yeah, he's getting smoked, but I can't find him. So, you know, it is.
Are there any games like that that have like dynamic boss fights where, depending on the bosses that you've already beaten, those bosses, like the ones that are remaining, either change their tactics, they change their location, or they get more difficult as the game goes by? Are there any games like that?
I don't know, but I'll never play a game that you make just things like that.
Oh, me?
Yes.
Yeah, you will. I'll make it a horror game so you can't resist.
There you go.
There you go. It's just, that just sounds wicked. Like,
I'm sure something like that exists. Like you have
yeah,
that oh, what's it called? The Nemesis system.
Oh,
that was developed in Lord of the Rings: Shadow of Mordor.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
that they actually patented.
That's super freaking cool, dude.
The concept of it is cool. I mean, I love it when developers throw out like interesting stuff like that, like a different take on the formula, and it's really hits the right way.
That's freaking cool.
Some of these guys are really creative, man.
Oh yeah, gotta give it to them. Seriously. Okay, so more into some dire news though. We're gonna be talking about Rocksteady, and what's really funny is, you know, we've heard about layoffs throughout the game industry. This one feels like it's particularly tied to the failure of Suicide Squad, right? It's like, because Suicide Squad failed so spectacularly, we've got to lay you guys off. You know what I mean? And other ones, it's like, oh, you know, it's hard times, we got to go through layoffs, you know. But this one's like, because of this is happening, right? But anyway, let's get into that one. So this one,
it's weird that every single time somebody says the word Rocksteady, I keep hearing Krang saying Bebop right after.
Yes. Oh my gosh. And they did them so dirty in the
movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
They made him look like
Sheamus from wrestling was one of the characters.
Yep.
I think.
Yeah. What? He was Rocksteady, I want to say. No, Bebop. Yeah. He was Bebop.
I can't remember. I just couldn't believe what I was seeing. I was like,
it was Rocksteady.
That's Sheamus.
I'm sorry. Yeah, it's Rocksteady because he was the Rhino. And I can't remember his name, but yeah, he was Bebop. The Warthog.
And
I can't remember.
The Green Arrow actor is actually what's the guy's
Stephen
name again?
Amell?
They should have went with another actor, dude. He did not do great as Casey Jones. I'm sorry.
Fox, he did. Let the Arrow thing go, Fox. I knew you were gonna say that. I was like, you know what? I don't think it's an Arrow thing anymore. It's a Stephen Amell.
The first live action movie, he was perfect. He was the perfect Casey Jones. Perfect, pitch perfect.
Casey Jones.
Yeah. But, and also, you know, I stand by, what's her name? Who was April? Who played April?
Megan Fox.
Megan Fox.
Oh yeah.
Absolutely not. That's not my April. Okay.
No,
she's not my April.
Nah.
As far as
the
I'm
originals
concerned,
were
those
both
movies don't
better
exist.
in the original Turtles. I think they were better.
You kind of want someone who can act.
I would have loved.
I'm not a fan. I'm not a fan of Megan Fox.
Why did they have her hair black? Why wasn't it red? You know, that really irked the crap out of me. The small details. I don't know. Maybe it was silly to other people, but I'm like, she doesn't have red hair. That is not April. And then it's like, you've known these turtles forever. Get out of here. This isn't Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. Goodness gracious.
Tell them, folks.
You know. But all right, let's get into. I almost said happier news, but no. This. Let's get into this news. Rocksteady reportedly lays off staff following Suicide Squad woes. This is from, I can't remember, GameIndustry.biz, pinned by James Batchelor. I hate that they, you know, make you do the cookie thing. This is why we're reading it straight from Pocket. Rocksteady is reportedly the latest studio to suffer a round of layoffs following the poor performance of Suicide Squad. We'll get into how much money they So the company's studio business, which encompasses TV, film, and games, took a $200 million hit during Q1 2024, with Suicide Squad cited as a key factor in games revenue declined 41% the following quarter. Again, in part due to the title's comparison with Hogwarts Legacy, which is great. I don't know why they couldn't have just expanded on Hogwarts Legacy and turned that into kind of a live service thing. You know, get on there with your buddies, go cast spells, kill spiders. Oh, it was fantastic, so good. And I wasn't even a Harry Potter fan. I remember when we started talking about this, I want to say it was Gamer that I was talking to, and I told her I wasn't a huge fan of Harry Potter. I hadn't seen the movies, not all of them. I've seen like 1 or 2, and I was getting Hogwarts Legacy because it looked interesting. And I do have to say, Hogwarts Legacy influenced my curiosity about how good the movies were. And so I went, I watched all 7. I want to say it's 7. I watched all 7. They're pretty good. The game is dude. Really good, really good.
The movies are really good, but I know that there was so much left out of the first couple that I was just like, you really kind of needed that backstory. But they did better as they went along, and I was really happy with how they broke the 7th book up into 2 movies. Because they really did it justice there. But like, I'm all about Harry Potter. Like, I'm obsessed.
I wasn't.
It's a journey.
It's a good journey. It is a journey, and like it's funnily enough, my grandpa got all of us into Harry Potter.
That's funny
because he was a reader of everything and anything, and he happened to find it, and he said something to my aunt. And so she read it, and then my cousin read it, and then he ended up having like an entire Harry Potter room. I went in there one time, and I was like, "Oh, look, the Sword of Gryffindor. Oh, look, the Sorcerer's Stone. Oh, look, Lucius's walking stick." Like, I mean, it was just.
It's prime for collectible stuff. Yeah, it's prime for that. It's kind of great. I didn't like the shipping in it.
It's really good, and I loved Hogwarts Legacy because it's like you got to immerse yourself in that world, but it wasn't quite Harry Potter because it was so much further before it.
Right.
So you got to have your own unique experience.
Exactly.
But you got to be in this world that was created, that was beautiful, that everybody wanted to join. And that's what I absolutely love about that game. Like, I'm gonna end up playing through all 4 houses. So
and it speaks to the world development in the books and in the movies. It's like you don't need Harry Potter to be able to enjoy Hogwarts or the world, the wizarding world. You don't need Harry Potter. The world is interesting on its own, and I think that is a masterful writing and directing and things like that. And I'm not just talking about the movies, but the books also, very, very cool. Very good stuff. I think that's the end of this article. Rocksteady lost a lot of money and they're getting rid of people. It's unfortunate.
It kind of sucks, but it's the same. Like, for us, it's upsetting to watch these coders and writers and animators lose their jobs because it's a lifestyle we love so much. Gaming is an integral part of all of us, so we get really upset seeing that. But then you think about the fact that if it was Wall Street and you made a bad investment and you just lost clients millions of dollars, you and your whole team would be gone before you could even say
The real sucky thing about that is that where does the blame lie for this? And it's not the individual developers or animators or designers and things like that. It's who directed them to make this game that it turns out nobody wanted.
100%. I was going to say the exact same thing. The developers just don't develop things. They develop what you tell them to develop. So, and when you're coming on the back of the Batman games, the Arkham series,
oh my gosh,
come on, like that's asking a lot.
What a fumble that is.
I've not played the game, but I haven't seen Batman on the cover. And if it's a Rocksteady game and Batman's not on the cover, it's a lot.
Do you remember? Do you remember like the first thing that came out about that game once it was released was the final cutscene? There was a bug, I think, that showed you the end of the game right when you started playing it.
Oh yes, I remember that.
Which was just, oh my god, that was such a horrible mistake. Because it revealed the ending, which really upset a lot of people. Because I mean, do you want me to spoil it?
Oh, I'm not.
It makes you wonder. Like, did you guys get rid of video game testers first?
Well, Batman gets shot in the head.
Yeah, we saw.
Right
we saw
so
that
he's in the game.
We saw that when we were doing our episode on it. Fox showed that scene with Harley Quinn.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
And what I hated about the monologue that she was, spouting off was that she made it seem like Batman has always been the bad guy. It's like, okay,
well, there's a certain subset of people that think that Batman just beats up on poor people and he's a fascist. I don't know where what Batman comics are you reading that you end up with that interpretation of the man?
They're not reading the comics.
Exactly. But I mean, I've not been a big proponent of the comics. I remember Batman the Animated Series, the movies, and from there I love Batman. And then the fact that he is, not super powered, but he could go toe to toe with Superman any day of the week because he's so smart and he has the gadgets to back him up. Yeah. Right? His mind. He has his mind.
And all of that is his sheer indomitable will.
Yeah, that too.
The fact that man never, ever gives up.
Yeah.
And that's what makes him such a relatable character. And why you would take that character and vilify him to the point where you're calling him a fascist and what that's associated with. Like, what the hell is wrong with you?
Yeah. WTF, man.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, I don't like it when they make. It's okay to make him dark, and it's okay to have that mystery to it because that's essentially Batman.
Yeah.
But that man is okay. Sorry, my cat is.
No worries.
My camera, my bad. But
shaky cam.
You're right. He has no superpowers. He has money enough to make gadgets, and he has a brain, like a genius brain. And instead of using it for evil, he uses it for good. And you're right. He never gives up, but he also doesn't compromise. He's like, this is it. Sometimes he makes wrong decisions or has wrong thoughts and opinions, just like every human. But his whole thing is, there's this being that is like a god, stronger than anything, and if we don't have a plan in place, we're up the creek. So and he didn't really trust Superman at first, but
they're friends now. He still has that
he still doesn't. I mean, the whole Justice League,
they're friends, but he'll never trust him.
The whole Justice League Doom storyline was basically showing that he doesn't really have full, complete trust in anybody, even himself. He understands that every single one of these superpowered characters can do an incalculable amount of damage, and they need some sort of way to rein them in. Even himself.
And the Asylum series really showcased that. Like, I want to say, was it the second one where he got hit with the nightmare serum or whatever from the Crow?
Yeah.
And it showed what his deepest fear was, is becoming unhinged and not being able to control himself, like the Joker, becoming Joker, basically.
Well, there's also like what happens to him in Arkham Knight too, which, oh man, such a I love those games. It's such a
fantastic.
It's so sad to see what happened to the studio.
I know. It's so the comparison, like the juxtaposition of Suicide Squad with the Arkham series, it couldn't be more night and day. One is freaking super great, it's classic, held to the highest standard from great minds, and one that seemed to just want money to make a live service game to get a constant flow of money. One had heart, one did not. One had a great story, one did not. So it's stark, very stark.
I don't get how they came up with that idea. Like, imagine a live service Arkham style game where you don't play as any superheroes or villains, but you play as a GCPD cop.
Ooh, that would be cool.
Right?
Or like
you've got
James Gordon.
Yes.
Yeah, or somebody working under James Gordon, right? Like
he's his protege,
a beat cop, or whatever, and it just kind of starts from there. And there's all of this stuff going on in the background. You're just a regular dude.
Okay,
that's gonna be a fun concept.
Apparently, Spawn. They've been trying to get this movie out, and apparently it's supposed to be just like that from the perspective of the cops. You know, coming on the scene after Spawn is taken off and just seeing, you know, the bodies he's leaving behind. You know, and that's what it was supposed to be for the movie, the new remake that's coming out, and I'm so excited for it. They just cannot seem to get this thing off the ground, which is a bummer. Such a bummer.
Oh, they did a movie, a Spawn.
Yeah, it's
the one with the original one with Michael J. White.
Yeah, well, yeah, that's
original.
Yes.
Yeah,
and I love that one too, dude. That one was so good.
That was crazy. Yeah.
Whatever, man. Call it a guilty
yeah.
pleasure or whatever. That movie was good. I loved it.
Yeah,
and John Leguizamo was so good as the clown, dude.
Oh, that clown scared me.
Yeah,
that's another thing. That scared me.
That's callback. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, right.
Are we talking like the live action one or the animated series?
The live action. The animated series was so freaking good, and that's why I wanted to see.
Holy crap!
Oh, dude.
The animated series was just so
brutal,
dark.
Yeah, so good.
But it was enjoyable.
Oh yeah. Freaking let's get into Phil Spencer and his comments about him not being able to see a great game.
Here we go.
No, it's a good. Well, I mean, this is well known. This has been documented. It's very well documented, Scotty. Okay.
This is nothing we didn't know. He's just admitting it now.
Exactly.
Yeah, but why?
Oh, I think it's to repair his reputation. It become the more you know, he's like us, Phil Spencer.
He's trying to humanize
the corporate.
himself.
Yeah, exactly.
And by extension, Xbox.
Yeah,
that's my thinking anyway. But
yeah, me too.
Let's go ahead.
I've made some of the worst game choice decisions, says Xbox boss Phil Spencer. This coming from Vicky Blake over at Eurogamer. I know, right? Shocked. I am shocked. Well, not that shocked. Xbox boss Phil Spencer admitted he's made the worst decisions passing on some of the gaming's biggest franchises over the years, including Bungie's Destiny and Harmonix Guitar Hero. Interview, and this was with PAX, which is super cool. I didn't know about this until today, starting to look. Well, when I was looking up the information for this stuff, and they did ask some really great questions. It was a really cool interview. But what did he say? He says they got on the subject about Destiny, and here's his response. It was there's so many mixed emotions and stories for me around Destiny. Obviously, Bungie was part of Microsoft when I started at Xbox, and I shared a floor with Alex Seropian and Jason Jones in the building that we were in Redmond. I learned a ton from those guys. Despite his natural closeness to Bungie, Spencer admitted that Destiny didn't really click when he first played it, and it took until the game's first expansion, House of Wolves, for it to land. Consequently, Destiny went on to be published by Activision, as too was Guitar Hero, another series Spencer passed on, thinking it wasn't going to work. I passed on some of the worst, made some of the worst game choice decisions, he said. An interesting one is when this team came down to Redmond and Alex Rigopoulos? You know?
Yeah.
Rigopoulos.
It's like redonkulous. Rigopoulos. Exactly.
Jesus.
Yeah, I know. I'm sorry. He pitches a game.
Great last name we just can't pronounce.
Right. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna pass right over that.
Okay, so Alex said.
Yes.
Alex R said.
Yeah.
Thank you, Alex R. He pitches a game where they're actually going to make plastic guitars, and they're going to plug in the consoles, and then they're going to sell tracks where you're going to play Simon on this guitar. And I'm like, really? Do we really think that's going to work? I hear that turned into a pretty good game. You don't say, Phil Spencer.
Wasn't just saying that we 2.5 months ago played Guitar Hero?
Yes, and it was bomb. That's all we played.
It's still popular.
So we played two things in our barracks. We played COD and we played Guitar Hero. That was it.
Yes. COD, Guitar Hero, and
yeah.
for some Halo.
It's such an accessible game.
Those were the Barracks games.
Yep.
Like,
yeah. It was always such an accessible game for normies.
Yeah.
For normies.
Yeah.
But I mean, what think of a better time to get together? You got all your friends, you could take turns, or I think it was a 2-player, right?
Yeah.
Or shoot up to like
you can do head-to-head.
Yeah, I don't know. But it's like you got the music going, some of the greatest hits, and you're freaking doing the thing, and you're going back and forth with your buddy. I can beat that score. Or, you know, you're sucking at this.
And you can actually use your controller too. It doesn't have to be the plugged-in guitar. It's just way cooler when you have the guitar.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
But it's such
especially when you do like the jam mode where you have to lift your guitar up and then
dude.
All the points are worth more.
That one is my favorite one when that comes up.
Barracuda was like my favorite song to do on that game. I love Barracuda.
Yeah. Yes. I remember
anything with Aerosmith for me. But go ahead, Gigi.
Yes. I was gonna say I remember back when the show Supernatural was still in its like first 5 seasons. I remember that they had the 2 stars, Jared and Jensen, playing Guitar Hero on the CW, and they would show like these clips, and the guy that played Sam like actually had broken his wrist, so he's doing it with a cast on, and I'm like,
oh my gosh.
I'm like, this poor guy, he's all like
and you know what? The cool thing about this is because that controller now exists, people can use that to play games that it wasn't meant for. You had guys playing like Elden Ring and Dark Souls with this Guitar Hero controller. It's
so great. Like I get flustered and I don't have the coordination to try to watch that and have people around me talking and I mean singing the songs in my head and everything, and all of a sudden I'm like, I can't, let me just watch you.
I know, right? I just want to listen to the song.
Yeah, like I mean, we every Friday and Saturday night, that's what we did on the weekends years ago, you know, and it was just so much fun.
So
just
much
chilling, yes. And because music for me is just the best. So.
And then put it in a game. Oh jeez. Yeah.
So Mr. Spencer passed on it.
Yep. Yeah, that's why he doesn't work at Sony.
Maybe he does work for Sony.
So when he says he's passed the games off, so is Guitar Hero also on Sony, like on PlayStation?
It probably
it's on PlayStation.
Yeah.
Oh, hello, cat.
I know, right?
Merlin saw my son, so he's gotta yell.
I know Destiny. Yeah, Destiny I was quite shocked about because the whole Bungie Halo thing. Like originally, I thought Destiny would be Xbox because of that relationship. Yeah. So I was quite surprised to see it on PlayStation. But again, he passed it up, and look how successful it was.
So, what I don't understand though is
Destiny is a huge game.
Surely you can see the appeal of something even if it doesn't resonate with you specifically, though, right?
Exactly. Exactly.
And to be in a position like Phil Spencer is, no offense to whoever is. I like Phil Spencer, but he has made a lot of mistakes. I think he's been there longer than most CEOs that have made the same mistakes. But you've got to be able to. There's games that I know I'm not going to play, but I'll look at them and I'll be like, oh yeah.
There's an audience for this.
Yeah,
you can see where the appeal is.
Huge.
You can see what people will like about it.
Yeah.
And you have to have that sort of
foresight.
And also it's like, I'm gonna have some people as a team with me.
And absolutely.
And we're gonna bounce off of each other, and we're gonna come up with questions, and we're gonna go back to that person instead of just being like,
I don't like this, so no one will.
That I like, so just go ahead and go. No, that's not smart business.
No.
Like, you know, hey, all right, I've heard your pitch. How about we schedule a meeting for next week, and you come back and present it to me and my team again. I'll email you any questions that we come up with in the next 2 days.
Right.
And that would be smart. Like a good CEO remembers to include other people.
Yeah.
You know, my personal tastes aren't your personal tastes, but I know that this is something that you would like.
Right.
So let me go ahead and look into this further and make an informed decision of whether or not this would be a viable option for us.
Well, a good leader recognizes that they have limitations.
Yes.
So they bring in people that will challenge them or that have skills that complement the ones that they have.
Yes.
Right.
So that they can be more, they can make more complete, more thought out decisions.
Yes.
This admission that Phil's making, great that he's making it, I guess, but it honestly just ends up making him look arrogant.
Yeah, that's a good way of looking at it. Yeah, because in the article he just said he passed on these decisions. It wasn't him and his team; it was him. So it's like, right.
I feel
so
like
you haven't spoken to anyone.
He was trying to be like, hey, you know, I'm the head of it, so it all falls on me.
Yeah,
I think that's the way he tried to make it come out, but the way that it actually came out was. So basically, you didn't like something and you didn't check with other people and you just were like,
just passed on it.
Yeah.
A great.
So it actually made him look like, not only had he made really bad decisions, but he doesn't run it very well.
And
that maybe Xbox needs a change.
Exactly.
Yeah. I think he's finally opened up because the last showcase that they had was fantastic. Absolutely great. So they're finally listening. They're finally listening. There's some great first player games in there. And I'm gonna bring this up. The Midnight one that's based in Louisiana, dude. That feels like a PlayStation game. It feels like PlayStation came up with that.
Which one?
Indiana Jones, was it?
No, not it's something of Midnight.
South of Midnight.
South of Midnight.
Oh
Thank you, Knox. But yeah, that one looks so dang good. Looks so good.
Yeah.
But yeah, see, so they're finally learning.
Extreme potential, but they definitely. I think it's time for some fresh blood. Maybe.
Probably. It's about that time, I think.
And I'm not trying to be mean towards Phil Spencer because he's obviously done a lot of great things.
I like that guy. He's kind of cool.
I do too. As far as like CEOs go and someone that's out there and talking and interacting with the community, you know, but there's that's like being like, no, we're not gonna make Fortnite when you look back at all the money that they've made. Like
But what were you saying, Scotty?
I don't think. Sorry.
Oh, sorry.
I was going to say it's not like we should phase him out or anything, but get a fresh set of eyes. Like gaming has changed. Oh,
okay, give me one quick second. I'm sorry.
That's right.
But yeah, he definitely needs an executive.
Give me one quick
assistant.
second, guys.
No problem.
Sure.
He definitely needs an executive assistant that will help him with those gaming decisions.
Yeah.
He needs a council of Phil. For when games are pitched to him.
I don't know. I've never been a fan. I've never been a fan of Phil Spencer. Every time I hear that guy talk, I'm like, I don't believe you.
Yeah.
I suppose. I mean, you got to do your eye test. Because, like, you know, like when he's announcing these things, it's like that's great, but we want to see these things. We want to see that put into practice. Yeah. So, sounds better now. So yeah, like I was saying earlier, like all right, maybe he shouldn't be phased out because obviously he's got that experience, that longevity, but I think he should bring some fresh eyes in because as fans, we're going to do the eye test. Like, you can say what you want to say, which is fine, but we want to see it. Like, we want to see these games that you've been discussing.
I don't want sizzle, I want the steak.
We need action. Like, we don't just want words because words can be hollow.
Exactly. And everyone makes mistakes. Do you know what I mean? Like, it's fine, but it's how you learn from them. So I think personally, get a fresh set of eyes because gaming has changed and it will change. It will continue to evolve. Get a fresh set of eyes in the room. What do you think about this? What do you think about that? I think this, you think that, and then make a collective decision. It'll probably get you further than you making a decision yourself. That's what you do.
Yes.
So then it becomes a question of whether or not this is an ego issue.
Yeah.
It could be.
Yeah,
I think everybody has a certain amount of ego when they're at the top, though.
Well, some people, that is how they get to the top.
No.
You want me to make all your decisions for you? I am God's gift to gaming.
I am him.
I can see him looking in the mirror every morning. I am God's gifted.
He's just, I am gaming. I am all that is gaming. I am Phil Spencer. Allegedly.
Allegedly. I can't wait for his biopic to come out with that scene.
Oh, I don't know. But I mean, the games that he's passed on, yeah, sure, they've gone on, but I don't know that this is not an exhaustive list of all of the mistakes he's made.
Oh, there's more than that.
These are just the ones that have been documented, right?
I mean,
that have had documented success. There's so many mistakes I'm sure he's made that we will never know until he's gone.
I don't think he will go. I don't think he will. I think he is Xbox, dare I say.
You mean there's stuff that's been swept under the rug, Nos?
No.
Corporations don't do that.
Absolutely not.
There's nothing hidden. They're 100% transparent. Jeez.
I think you know what it is, and I'm not
just ask him.
I'm not knocking Phil Spencer or anything like that, but like when good leaders make a mistake or know when it's time to go, they know when it's time to go and when it's time to leave and let someone else take charge.
Yeah.
I think he's still holding on.
Yeah,
but
he is. It's like it's like Gears of War. You guys have heard of Gears of War, right? So
yeah, of course.
The lead developer, Cliff Belinsky, he did his Gears of War trilogy and he was out. He's like, I've done my trilogy, I'm out. They continued the series, but he even said, look, I've got nothing to do with it. I've done my bit. So he knows, like, right, he's taken it as far as he can take it. And he's still got that legacy intact for what he did. And it's always a risk sometimes where, because Phil Spencer obviously built a legacy with the whole Xbox series when it first started, X1Z, which was great. But then it gets to a point where I think you both were saying, like, does ego kick in now because you are Phil Spencer, you did deliver this, and you think because it works back then, it's going to work now. Do you know what I mean? Times have changed. Things are different.
Well, what we were saying earlier, or I think I was saying, but you got to know your limitations. And if you're making these mistakes and you don't have a way to correct yourself from making these mistakes in the future, I mean, I don't know. I don't know if does it say in the article if he's like taking any safeguards against preventing these stupid ass mistakes from happening again?
I don't know, but you know, he just named off the biggest two. There's more than that. Like, how much?
Okay.
How much did you really mess up? Like,
yeah.
Hey, Bot.
Hello. Okay, shall we move on to our last one?
Yeah.
Okay.
We were talking about how he had to have made more mistakes than just the ones that are in this article.
Oh, yeah.
And maybe he needs to move on.
Well, I mean, there's also the whole exclusivity thing, which really upset a lot of people.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. But let's get into Concord. The thing that I want to focus on with this one is the response mostly. I saw this on Twitter and I was like, okay, hold on. But let's start out with this. So such short disastrous news for Sony, and we just got done talking about Xbox. The game's publisher and its plans to produce more live service games, as well as Concord developer Firewalk Studios. Naturally, the game which blah 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 blah. We know this. It was a serious, huge bomb. But this is what I wanted to talk about. So Stella, I think she works with IGN. Nothing against her. I really like her, right? But she said, my heart breaks for Firewalk Studios. The fact that it wasn't even given at least 6 months to properly sit through a season and adjust as a proper live service game is insane to me. It's clear PlayStation didn't believe in this from the start and failed to support it. Now,
please.
Nobody believes that.
I don't believe so. Not at all.
Between 100 to $200 million was spent on this project. They bought
8 years.
8 years.
PlayStation invests time and money and lets the studios working for them have a lot of leeway, and they support them a lot. And I mean, you can see it when they're talking to these developers and announcing games.
Yes.
And they're like, take as much time as you need because they want good games.
Right.
One of the problems that it led to its failure is the fact that it dropped at $40.
Dropped at $40. It was
most hero
supremely outdated too.
Yeah. They're free. And then you tack on the obviously my worst enemy, microtransactions.
Well, I don't know if they had microtransactions in there.
No, I don't think they did, but I'm saying like most of the games, like Fortnite and all that,
they might be.
free.
That is a very good point.
And then they have you buy things to add on to them.
Yeah,
that is a very good point that you made, though, Gigi. I didn't even think about that.
Yeah. So this one, for me, if I'm looking for a hero shooter and I see this, yeah, it looks awesome, but hang on, let me wait because it'll probably go on sale or it'll go free later.
Exactly. Or so go offline altogether.
Yeah, and I'm gonna play these free games.
I don't know if anybody thought that though, Fox, if that it would go completely offline.
Yeah, nobody had that thought.
Yeah.
But if you look, there's several like popular streamers that are like, this is fantastic. It's on point, you know, this, and this. But it's kind of like how we went back to the $70 games. We either have to plan ahead now or we have to wait for these games because times are hard.
Yeah.
And gaming, unfortunately, is a luxury and not a right. So for me to see a $40 game, I'm going to play my free stuff first.
Yeah, 100%.
And I want to see how this goes because I have to make wise decisions with the money that I have for gaming. And that's probably a lot of it.
Yeah.
Like people are like, I don't wanna.
All right.
That's a reality for most people.
Yeah, let's get into the comments real quick. But what were you saying now? Sorry.
I had a couple of questions. Like, number one, does she think that PlayStation wanted this to fail?
That's a good.
And if so,
she's being paid by Xbox.
Just hold on, real quick. We're gonna get into the comments, and then we'll get into like, I guess, criticisms of this tweet. But she gets it pretty well in the comments, though. And then I'll ask you guys, what exactly could they have done to, you know, prevent this from happening? But so we've got Jason Harris here. Love how you guys put a lens on this game on IGN to show how bad it's doing and then go sympathetic when it goes down. False sympathies are out of control. You guys don't care. Just care for the content. You can post it. I mean, I'm not gonna lie, I kind of do. I can be critical of games mechanics and still be sympathetic to its developers. True, but it really doesn't feel like this is what's going for. Like, how do you say that Sony didn't support this game? That is a ridiculous statement on its face. On its face. Oh, here we go. We got Vex Electronica didn't support this. Estimated $100 million budget. Studio acquired by Sony last year, and other projects dropped in favor of this.
I mean, I'm sorry. Like, if you launch this game and you watch it fall off a cliff, you're gonna give it 6 months to do what exactly? It's gonna land. It's gonna make a big mess. And what more? I mean, they saw the trajectory that this was going in. They didn't even have enough players for proper matchmaking skills. Yeah. What more did you want from them?
Exactly. And then
what was the hook for this game?
Well, imagine how much it's cost. Like, one thing is nobody
it would have still costed the money.
Of service. So I have to pay this company to house these servers.
Yes.
I have to pay for this service to be live. I have to pay people to maintain it. I have to pay people to fix things,
advertise
to debug, to update. Yes. So when they saw they already spent a massive amount of money, they knew that they were gonna.
That budget could have ballooned like real easy in 6 months.
They were like, let's go ahead and cut our losses before we incur way more.
100%. Yep.
And then they honestly saved face by being like, we're going to cut it off. We're going to give you this long to play, but we're refunding every single person.
100%.
Everybody that's saying they should have continued supporting it is just engaging in this sunk cost fallacy. Like, there's nothing to be made from this.
Right.
Nothing but more debt.
And the thing is, we're all seeing it from a business perspective, and that comment, that tweet clearly didn't. Like, how does I'm not sure who it was, but how do they know that Sony PlayStation weren't supporting this game? Right. I mean, as you said, they've refunded the fans, so they obviously care about the fans, right? Firstly, they put out a statement. they put out a statement as well. I don't know what the statement says. We'll probably get into it. And I don't know. I just think I do get annoyed when people just throw out stuff like, "Oh, so and so is not supporting." You don't know what's going on behind the scenes, as we've all said. It's costing to maintain this.
Yes.
If it's not, if it's not making us money, why are we maintaining something that's not making us money? It's not good for business. It's not going to work.
I just want to respond to those people and say, okay, you're saying that PlayStation didn't support this? Prove it.
Yeah, exactly.
Or shut up.
Because the numbers don't bear that out. From the stuff that we have, there's absolutely no way you can say that they didn't support this. $100 million budget from Sony. Come on.
This ain't a charity. This isn't a charity.
Exactly.
And not many people realize what it takes to house these servers. So like, you know, it could be that they needed an entire warehouse of servers, like this entire service bank, you know, server bank and
data center.
That could cost them like say 500,000 a month. Let's just throw that out there. Let's just say that's what it is, right? You know what I'm saying? It's not really. You got to think about it. They've got to pay for the equipment. They got to pay for the upgrade. They got to pay for the network engineers that are keeping everything going. You've got to pay for the NetSec, which is the network security. You've got the people that are coming up with continuity plans.
Yes.
Or if the server goes down, what do we do? How do we get this back? How do we get business running?
Like so it's not a literal. It's not a literal cloud.
Yeah, it's like, really not. It's not in the sky, and it's just magically.
Tell them that just in case. They're like,
so I know, right? Don't look up.
Gigi's right. Gigi's absolutely right.
It costs a lot of money.
Yeah.
To keep these live service games on, and honestly, even though I hate microtransactions, and I'm like they're just being greedy, they do spend a lot of money to maintain, to constantly update, to constantly, you know.
And I mean. This one, it actually like encompasses and all that. It says you guys didn't even support it. Why do you feel sorry about this? A game shouldn't have to be given any amount of time to succeed. Either it is successful or it isn't. Now I would change that a little bit, but the you didn't support it, that's 100% correct. No one came out to support this game. So why in the world should Sony sink more money into this to keep it going for you? It's like, what? Stop it.
Yeah. That's just it. Where are the people that this game was supposed to be made for? Why aren't they playing it? Exactly. What the hell was the hook for this game? It's a hero shooter. Well, there are already hero shooters that don't cost me anything to play that are on virtually any platform I want to play it on. Okay, so it's not that. Is it the, what was the thing that they were saying it was?
I didn't see a lot of hype in advertisement.
What were they saying that the one of the hooks was? Oh, every single week there's going to be a different like animatic or different like FMV to show you more about the character's backstory. I'm like, well, okay, but this is the hero shooter. How much do I care about that?
Exactly.
I care about gameplay, right? This isn't a single player story driven game. Why do I give a crap about that?
Right.
So okay, that's not it. What's the hook? Is it the character designs? We know that ain't it.
Nope.
Nah, it's true. What the hell was the hook for this game?
And you're on a roll today. You're in rare form.
I've been seeing all this stuff with Concord and like these games that are coming out recently that supposedly had an audience that didn't show up. And everybody is saying everything except for this game is not good enough to support an audience. Well, not everybody's saying that, but like all of these news outlets are saying, well, you should have given this a chance. Spare a thought to this game. No, not a charity.
No, absolutely not. Or the developers worked so hard on this game. Go support it. No, no, I'm not gonna do that either.
I mean, like Sony, PlayStation put from what we saw put 100 million into this. So to say they didn't support it, that's absolute BS, man. Like you don't put that much money into it to not support. They clearly had big plans with that budget, as Gigi was saying and Nas was saying. They probably had data centers set up. They had support teams set up. They had everything planned.
They had a roadmap. They had a whole roadmap for this game.
They had a plan.
They believed in the game, and I mean, I'm sorry, but like if I had stupid money, I would not spend that much money on something I didn't have 100%. Yes. I didn't support. Like,
I mean, between this game, Star Wars Outlaws, Dustborn, Assassin's Creed, Shadows, it's going to be.
I can't wait for Shadows.
it's going to be a bad time. I mean, I watched a little bit of I watched a little bit of gameplay from Outlaws, and I thought, oh my God, this game is not finished. This game is bad. This is 2024. What the hell is this? But it's.
I really hate to cut you guys off. Have an appointment. I totally thought we weren't going to run this long.
That's okay. We got this. We got to what we needed.
It's been a juicy week for news.
Yes, it has. Yeah. Oh yeah. Any final thoughts before we take off?
I don't know. Hey, Shadow, did you have anything to add?
I know, right?
No. Okay.
Meow.
She's probably gonna play Assassin's Creed Shadows, right?
I really am. I do like the Assassin's Creed.
No, don't let your cat play bad games.
It's not all just horror games. He plays horror games. He's a black cat. Come on, dude.
That's true.
He's got a dark side.
Up too.
Well, I mean, my cat is too skittish to play horror games.
Well, that's why I don't let Merlin play.
There you go. Oh, Merlin. Okay. He was mentioned in the comments. So Scotty?
Yep.
Any final thoughts?
Or final thoughts? Yeah, no, the first game, keep forgetting it, but
Codebreaker.
Codebreaker.
Yeah. Thank you for showing me that. I'm gonna watch the trailer again after this.
Core Breaker.
Wild.
Yeah.
And going back to the last point we just mentioned with Concord, I hope they get things fixed.
Yeah.
You know, but like you don't put that much money into something and things do plummet. It happens. Let's learn from our mistakes, whatever it was, and hopefully, you know, the game's back up and running again.
Yeah.
And
because that could be something they're gonna do.
Yeah, news outlets who are just putting out rubbish like X, Y, and Z.
Yeah.
Like, let's get the facts first, right?
Yeah.
That's all I'll say with it.
All right. Yeah. Nas?
These games aren't charities. I've already said it. I mean, if a game resonates with you, if you find a game interesting, that should be all the reason you need to play it. I don't care about what like these games journalism. I'm going to use the air quotes around journalism here. Are saying it's just. This is what I said before. They're extensions of these games in marketing departments. Like Ubisoft said, we're going to spend more money marketing Star Wars Outlaws than we've ever spent before, and it shows not just in traditional marketing, but you've also got you've got people on Twitter that are lauding this game. You've got these games journalism sites that are giving it a better rating than they're giving Black Myth Wukong. Like, come on.
Yeah.
No way.
You can't be trusted. You've proven that now.
Yeah.
100%.
It's just disgusting and stupid. So just find who you can trust that resonates with you and just follow them.
Yeah. 100%.
That's right.
Yeah. GG. Last word.
Yeah, honestly, it's just more of we got our habits of just hopping on the internet and saying whatever, not necessarily thinking it through. And we saw that today with some of these tweets. But I would say that, you know, Concord, yes, it failed. Who knows if they're gonna go in the background and try to pick something up and do something else. But I would urge any of our viewers to like start thinking a little bit deeper, you know, as far as when you're reading these articles and everything like that, you know. Think of the fact that it's not just what you're seeing in front of you. Please stop shouting. And
she's found some
you know,
treasure.
think about all the I don't even know.
Think about why the article's being written.
That too. Yeah.
You know, like, are they trying to get you against this game so they can hype this game? Or are they just trying to bash this studio to up this studio? Or
do they just want clout?
Platform? Yes.
That too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But remember, there's a lot that goes into gaming other than just the developers and the game that you're playing.
Yes.
There's a lot more behind the scenes.
Right on. All right. I gotta cut it off there.
Nope.
I'll see you guys on the other side. I'm sorry.
All right. Everybody have a great
guys.
Bye,
guys. Have a good one.
Uh-oh. Terrible. This is the professionalism you can expect from this channel. But thank you. Thank you to my panel, or to the panel. Sorry, they're not my panel. But thank you to the panel for coming through, giving their their exceptionally experienced and thoughtful analysis of the things that we went through today. If you want to check them out, their stuff will be in the description. Their YouTubes, their Twitters, and their Twitches. Go check them out. show them some love. While you're down there, our stuff is also there. You can peruse around, watch the videos, do the things, all the good stuff. And last but not least, certainly, thank you for everyone who showed up and viewed. Thank you for the people in the comments, specifically Lord Beerus and John DBZ. We see you in the chat. Thank you. And for everyone who didn't chat and just, you know, showed up to watch, we appreciate you too. Without you, there'd be no reason to wake up at 6 o'clock in the morning on a Saturday. You guys have a good one. We'll be here next week. But until then, keep it casual. Peace. All right. I'm sorry, guys. I've got to